Pupils in Shymkent are freezing in their classrooms as the start of the heating season is disrupted yet again. Initial officials said city residents will have heat in their homes by November 1st. However, the date was postponed several times already. Luckily, the outside temperature in Shymkent remains above 19 degrees Celsius.
Shymkent school children have difficulties doing their homework with no warm clothes on. It is that cold in local schools and air temperature doesn't correspond to the sanitary norms. The building is linked to the heating network, but the heat is lost somewhere along the way. The heating was switched on this Monday, but classrooms are still cold. The concrete walls do not preserve the heat. We have appealed to the city administration, asking them to solve the problem with poor heating. The school is located in Shymkent's so-called northern zone, where houses were prepared for heating season only recently. The situation with the southern part of the city seems to be even worse. We were ready for the season, but there is a problem. The pipes should be replaced. Unfortunately, I cannot say exactly when the city as a whole and the southern zone of the city. Those few lucky have only barely warm radiators. Expert Aman Kulkumizbekov proposes not to pay for those poor services. For 2 years already, he is battling with the supplier, trying to prove it is violating the law by charging for low heat. The public activist now owes the energy company almost $500, but is not planning to pay his debt. With the outside temperature of 17 degrees Celsius, we should have 95 degrees on one end and 70 on the other. Instead, according to my calculations, the temperature in the pipe is 58 degrees, and when it reaches radiators, it drops to only 37. This is the result of 2 years of my analysis. Aman Kulkumizbekov managed to defend his position in court, and his debt was written off. Initially, officials promised to start the heating season on November 1st, and later it was postponed to 10th and 15th of November. Unfortunately, even now Shymkent is still not fully connected to the central heating.
World-famous conductor Maria Stravinsky arrived in Kazakhstan on Friday. The musician was actually born in Almaty and left the country with his parents at the age of 3, first to Moscow and later to London. Today, Stravinsky will conduct the State Symphonic Orchestra at the second charity ball, seen by many as the most prestigious culture event of the year.
The young musician has traveled around the world, but now lives in Karelia, Russia. In the city of Petrozavodsk, he works as a chief conductor of the local symphony orchestra. From time to time, Stravinsky tours Russia and abroad. He became a professional conductor at 27 and is not just a namesake, but actually a grandnephew of the famous musician Igor Stravinsky. Mariusz's parents are also musicians. The conductor still remembers Kazakhstan with its beauty of nature and Bishbarmak. Stravinsky will stay in Almaty for only 2 days and for the first time will work with the Kazakh National Orchestra. The visit to Almaty is very important to me. I'm happy to be here. I already feel like home. I like the city and its people.
These were all the main news for November 19th. We will return on Tuesday with more. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.